Hello friends, myself Pratik. In this session we are going to discuss performing unit testing in Python. Let us start this session. Unit testing is one of the very important steps in the development of a software. The software development process involves designing, programming and testing. And here in this session we are going to discuss the testing part. And to test the software we use a process named as unit testing. Normally in large software companies, we have a dedicated team of engineers whose job is to design and carry out these kind of tests. Now the question is how we can test the accuracy of our software. In order to test the accuracy of the software, we test all the functions of the software with a variety of carefully chosen inputs that are representative of the entire range of possibilities. And the group of our test for each function is known as unit test. In this case, unit is the individual function, but in general it can be considered as any block of code with specific purpose. Normally to test each function, we create another function called as unit test function. And the name of that function usually starts with test underscore followed by the name of the functions that we are testing. In order to explain this point, let us consider an example. Here I have created a simple function which is used to check whether the pass number is even or odd. So here I have defined a function with name isEven, passing a number to this function. Here I am simply dividing this number with 2 and checking its remainder. If the remainder is 0, then this is even and it will return true, otherwise it will return false. In order to design unit test case for this function, I have to create another function with name test underscore isEven. Let us consider this function. Here I have created a function with name test underscore isEven whose purpose is to test this function with all possible values of input. I am using asset statement to call this function by passing different inputs. So here I am checking this for number 23. So I am passing 23 number to isEven function. So it should return false. Here in asset statement, I am using a Boolean function which is comparing the output of this function with false. And you know that this function should return false because this is not an even number. So if this is returning false, it means that function is performing its task properly. And you know that if the Boolean expression of asset statement is returning true, it performs no action. If this expression is validated, it will perform no action and it will move to next asset statement. And here we are checking this for 22. And this time this is an even number, so this should return true. So if this expression is again evaluated as true, then asset statement will perform no action and it will move to third statement. Here I am checking this for 29. Since this is an odd number, so it should return false. And if this expression is again evaluated as true, then this asset statement will also perform no action and it will move to next statement. We will reach at the print statement only if all of these asset statements conditions are true. This means my function is working properly for input 23, 22 and 29. So I have checked it for both even and odd. And now I can print that all unit tests are passed. And here I am calling this function test underscore isEven. Let us execute these lines of code to understand its output. So you can see that all unit tests are passed because my function is working properly for these input. So if there is some problem in the function, then this will not result all unit test passed and it will throw assertion error. Let's suppose my code is like this. Now you can see that my logic is incorrect. So in this case, if number is 23, it will be returning true and this Boolean expression for asset statement will fail. So let's check the output at this point. So you can see that you will be getting assertion error. So my point is that if there is any problem in our code, it will give assertion error. But if there is no problem in our code like this way, then you will be getting the output all unit tests are passed. So this is very simple way to create unit test function. Now at this point, I wish to give you an assignment. In this case, your task is to create unit test cases for this grade marks function. So this function is performing very simple operation. If marks are greater than 60, it is returning A, else it is returning B. So take your time to create unit test cases for grade marks function. We will be discussing its solution in our next session. Thanks for watching this video. God bless you.